whist, my grandmother would say. Aye, whist, says she, whist. Whist, says she, whist, the whole 17 years. Aye. Whist, that was a popular phrase now in our day. Aye, it was Irish, I suppose, for shut your mouth. The whole dotties or usually get a hurley stick round the back of the neck. Aye. Whist, says she, and gather round the television, says she. There's a man, says she, after landing on the moon. And honest to God, now, she wasn't raving. For once in her life, there was a dirty big rocket, stuck on the moon. And, oh God, that was a day now. Oh, that was a historic day now. It wasn't today. Or yesterday. No. This is going back now. Oh, back. Oh, way back. Way, way back. The 60s, I think they were. Aye. You don't get them anymore. As far as I can see, which is about 2 feet. Aye. It's something that's gone now, to be honest. But, they were good now. I never forgot it. 19 and, I can't remember. It was a big moon, anyway. It was a big full moon. Now, the way it was full, you see, to get a better run at it. Aye. But it was a race. It was a race, aye, a space race, I suppose, between the Russians, God rest them. The Russians and the Americans, aye. Ireland kept out of it altogether. Double era, he stayed neutral, aye. When I want to see an Irish rocket, says he, I listen to my own farts. Aye. I suppose, in a way, we're still waiting for the first Irish astronaut, really. Bishop Casey now. He's a good old space cadet. Aye. Captain Casey. Aye. Mission Impossible. No. No, to go further than any bishop went before. No. No, the Russians now. The Russians. Because didn't they send a dog? Aye. Oh, a dirty big sheepdog. Aye. The size of a donkey, aye. And he had to be bit into the rocket, wasn't he? 40 KGB men after him with truncheons, aye. And they got him in the rocket. He wasn't trained. No. He couldn't steer a wheelbarrow. Aye. I don't like to be critical. But he had a 2-year supply of dog biscuits, aye, in the rocket, and by God didn't he eat the whole lot of them on the first morning, aye. And shot all over the cabin. And died of hunger the next day, aye. That was the end of him now. Poor old Rover the Russian, the devil. Now, God rest him now. But the Americans, they weren't so slow. No, they sent 3 men, for God's sake. Aye. 3 men against a dead dog. It was no contest. Aye. But by God, they landed on the moon at the finish up. They fired many a rocket at the moon now before they hit it. Aye. Apollo this and Apollo that and Apollo what not. Apollo 1 would have been the first of them. Aye. Now, they landed at the finish, and we gathered round the television, and the door of the rocket opened, and who stepped out of the rocket? Only one of the Armstrongs boys. Aye. The name Neil. Aye. Neil. Aye. Oh, God, the Armstrongs were all big astronauts now in their day. But Neil, now, he took the biscuit, aye. And he stuck his head round the rocket and he opened his mouth. Wheest, says my grandmother. Give the lad a chance, says she. And he spoke the first speech that was ever spoke on the moon, aye. And if I can remember half of that speech now, but here goes anyway. I charge you, says he, and it's a small step, says he, aye. It's one small step, says he, for a man, aye. But, says he, it's a giant leap, says he, for another man, aye. That was it, I never forgot it, aye. It's a small step, says he, I suppose, for a big man like myself. But by God, says he, it's one hell of a giant buckler for a small farmer in his Wellingtons, or a donkey, or a crow, or a chicken, or a dead dog, says he. It's a long way down. Anyway, that's what he was driving at. Aye. We knew rightly what he meant now. Aye. It's a long, long way from Clare to here, says he. He started singing it to finish up. How oxygen was going to his head. Aye. And by God, lucky enough, didn't he have an old ladder in the boot of the rocket. Aye. An old aluminium 12-footer. Aye. And he dropped that down and floated down the ladder like a balloon. Aye. He's very light on his feet now. For a big man now. And he landed up to his arse in you would feel sorry for him. It was a long way to come for that rubbish. Oh, dust and stones and rocks now. It wouldn't graze a goat now, to be honest. And big critters in the road. You'd be better off getting a bus to Connemara, really. And no such thing as an intelligent life form anywhere, no. An odd donkey and a couple of yardie and two heavy metal bands, no. Nothing intelligent. They had the universe to themselves, really. They were ahead of their time, for God's sake. Star Trek wasn't even invented. No. Old Spock, he would have been still a lad in short trousers at the Christian Brothers Primary, aye, getting his ears well stretched, aye. But they were disappointed. You'd know to look at them now, the way they were bouncing about, kicking themselves, aye. And to hell with us, says Neil, aye. That was the last word spoke on the moon, aye. To hell with us, says he. And he planted the American flag and opened a McDonald's burger shop and grabbed a couple of stones for souvenirs and into the rocket and away up through the top of the television like there was no tomorrow. Aye. Oh, it was a race and a half in our day, the old space race. Aye. Thank you.